Canton's a good city. They will come back. They've proven it over and over. Everyone will work together.
Right now on News 8 at 6, deadly explosion. What caused the blast where one person was killed in central Illinois?
Our main priority is to assess the situation when we get on scene and then make sure that the public is safe.
Working together, how one emergency quickly turned into two for responders in LeClaire today.
Live from WQAD, News 8 at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Julie Sisk in for Denise Anika.
And I'm Jim Mertens. Thanks for joining us tonight. In our top story at 6, business owners in Canton, Illinois getting their first look at the damage caused by a natural gas explosion downtown. Police say a contractor damaged a gas line while digging last night, and utility workers were called to the scene. That's when the explosion occurred, killing one of the workers, 38-year-old Arturo Silva Jr. 12 more people were hurt. The explosion blew out windows and doors and caved in ceilings at businesses blocks away from the blast site.
I thought our town had been bombed. You know, you hear of these things away from here, not at home. I've never witnessed anything like it.
Today, fire crews went building to building just to check for structural damage. 3 buildings are considered a total loss. About 50 more will need some types of repairs. Not every gas leak has as serious results as that, but that doesn't mean first responders treat the initial report any differently.
News 8's Elizabeth Wattis joins us live in LeClaire, where a gas line was hit earlier today in a construction zone. Hi, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Julie, this is the construction zone earlier today where a gas line was hit. In fact, you can see right behind me, they had to break the pavement to get to that source. That's what these 4 barrels are surrounding. But quickly after this unfolded, another emergency happened right down the road that caused crews to change their attention.
Gas leak can be very dangerous, so we do not take that lightly.
When that initial call comes in, it's all hands on deck.
The wind direction, the dissipation of the gas, and then of course the experts on the scene are the ones that determine that, and that's the fire department and the power company. Mid-American Energy directs and helps us understand where the actual danger areas are.
The cause of the chaos, a gas line 2 inches wide hit by a construction crew here in LeClaire, Iowa. The first ones on scene, the police.
Our main priority is to assess the situation when we get on scene and then make sure that the public is safe.
Luckily on Thursday, everyone was safe.
Crossing our fingers, hoping nothing else bad happens.
Until this, a car rear-ended by a truck just down the road.
We base our response on what happens, and sometimes the priorities change several times through an incident.
Attention turns away from the gas leak and to the car crash in just a matter of seconds.
It's kind of like triage at the hospital, if you will. You're going to take care of the people that are hurt or people in need or the people that you can help. So you have to hustle down that direction and kind of assess the situation.
The driver of the car is okay, but the efforts at both emergencies wouldn't be possible without teamwork.
We have a fairly small department, so we have to rely on the surrounding agencies when we need the manpower and the resources that we did today.
And if we don't work together, we're not going to accomplish our goal, and that's trying to keep people safe.
A mindset for all first responders, no matter the call. Officers do say that construction zones like this one are a fairly common place to see gas leaks, but it can also happen in your home. If you suspect a leak at your home, officers say to call 911. A dangerous situation that can unveil very quickly. For now, reporting live in LeClaire, Elizabeth Wattis, WQAD News 8.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Despite the warm and windy conditions, workers went ahead with a big project in Davenport. Crews sparked a prairie burn in Fedgervary Park and at Prairie Heights Park this afternoon. They do this every 3 years to remove the invasive species, but this year they had to wait longer in the season to make sure that it worked.
If you look around, the grass is still green, there's still plants that are still flowering. So in order to get a good burn, it has to be dry.
The non-native plants have a very short root system and they are killed by the fire. That gives native plants an opportunity to spread and thrive.
The need for blood is constant and keeping the supply free from contamination is critical. So now new testing for the Zika virus is being required by the Federal Drug Administration for all blood donations. News 8's Christina Hepner joins us now live outside the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center where she tells us about these new testing procedures. Christina?
Jim, I'm here at the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center where they have to test their donations every night for the Zika virus. And this is an effort by the FDA to make sure they have the safest blood as possible. Donating blood requires a questionnaire about your travel regarding Zika virus. But that's a step you'll no longer have to take.
All donors that come in to donate, we will have to test for a Zika virus with individual donor testing, with nucleic acid testing.
The blood you donate is run through this machine. Detecting Zika is another step in the process.
We put our first sample in when we are ready to start the testing process. Within 4 hours, we start to receive results.
The Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center tests the blood every day.
With Monday's collections being tested actually on Tuesday in the overnight period. On an average day, we'll collect about 750 units of blood that are needed in the communities that we serve.
The center only had 12 weeks to get people trained and these machines up and running. There is an added cost to transfuse the safest possible blood.
The cost ranges for pass-through range from $6 to $10, depending upon blood centers, and that is for reportable results.
Results the center will now know have no sign of the Zika virus. If Zika virus is found in the blood, the center destroys it and then contacts that donor to make sure they seek medical care. Reporting live in Davenport, Christine Hepner, WQAD News 8.
Big decision by Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner isn't sitting well with thousands of state workers tonight. Ask Me organized more than 100 rallies statewide to protest the governor's decision to change their schedules and their benefits. Tuesday, a state labor board ruled. Contract negotiations had stalled, and yesterday, the governor decided to increase workers' weekly hours to 40 and implement a merit pay system. Ask Me says health insurance premiums will also double, and workers' wages will be frozen for 4 years.
We are the middle class in Illinois, and when unions get busted, the middle class goes away and everybody suffers.
Ask Me plans to appeal the labor board ruling. If they lose, workers can vote on whether to strike. Governor Rauner estimates his plan will save Illinois $3 billion over those 4 years. Well, hopefully you made the most of it because the gorgeous weather streak is coming to a brutal end.
I know. Chief Meteorologist James Zahara is in the Weather Center with details on when those cool temperatures will start to move in.
Can we get spoiled just a little bit more? I tell you, extremely rare, folks, to see these type of temperatures so late in the year. These are daytime highs across eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois. There is no surprise. We were going to hit the 70s. That's how warm the 70s were going to get. That was going to be the key. And look at that. Got as warm as 77 degrees in Macomb and Muscatine, even around Ottumwa. In the Quad Cities, it got as warm as 76 degrees. In fact, look how warm it got in many of our towns around the two-state. Kansas City around 76. St. Louis got as warm as 83 degrees. But if you take a look out to the west, to your left, the blue coloring right there, yeah, those are some cool temperatures, and it's all associated with that area of low pressure that will help draw all that down across our neck of the woods heading into the weekend. What a nice evening. Currently 7 degrees outside. Going to be a very mild night out there. And looks like we'll squeeze out just a little bit more of this mild weather until those colder winds come on through. I'm going to time it all out for you, show you how the temperature is going to progress coming up in just a few minutes. Julie?
All right, we'll check back for that. Thank you, James. The Festival of Trees started off its 30th year in style today. More than 100,000 people attend the festival every year. It is the annual fundraiser for Quad City Arts, supporting Festival of Trees. It's his annual fundraiser, generating millions of dollars in support for local arts over the years. Today, the festival started out with Santa's Special Stars, a day dedicated to kids with disabilities.
I've been here ever since, every year when I was a little child, you know. I got to see all the people around here and get to go see Santa, and it's just making me happy every time.
More special events set for tomorrow, including the Silver Bell Social. Seniors can get tickets to that event for $5 at the door.
Family Video and the Friendly House in Davenport gave away to families in the Quad Cities. Another reason to be thankful this holiday season. Today, the Friendly House handed out turkeys for its annual Thanksgiving turkey giveaway. Family Video donated a portion of its proceeds to help out the program. Organizers say the families also always appreciate the extra help this time of year.
To be able to give back to those people and help them out and say they really feel the spirit of the holidays. They have something to be thankful for, and we have something to be thankful for as well.
In all, about 120 turkeys were handed out. Still ahead of News 8 at 6, just a day in the park.
How dog owners at Davenport took full advantage of today's perfect weather.
Molly won't let me out of her sight. And we go outside, she wants in the pickup.
And perfect pairing, how a program at an Iowa prison is helping out the state's veterans with a new companion.
You're watching WQAD News 8 at 6 with Jim Mertens and Denise Anitka.